Greetings everyone, I'm DonTheCrown, and today I want to talk to you about the best two-handed weapon for berserkers, and that is, no, not Starforge. I know what you're thinking, Starforge, right Don? No, it's actually a Elder Exquisite Blade. You might be thinking, but I've heard Starforge is really good, and it's so expensive right now. If it's not the best, why is it so expensive? Well, it's very rare, and it does give you 100 life and a little bit of area, but the Exquisite Blade will give you significantly more damage. And the reason for this is because on the Exquisite Blade, you can get percentage physical damage hybrid with level 20 Fortify support. Now, this didn't used to be as good as it is now because Fortify did not give you a more multiplier in terms of damage, but now it does. And that more multiplier is quite hefty. And as you can see here on my POB, we have a very perfect Starforge. This is 30% quality, so it's been like corrupted in the menagerie, and this is as good as it can get. And compared to my current sword, which is not perfectly rolled, I'm still losing quite a bit of damage. And then here is like the perfect version of my sword, which has hits can't be evaded. Mine currently does not. And then here is the worst rolls for my current sword, with hits can't be evaded. You can see that even this is better than a perfectly rolled Starforge. Now, if you go out and like corrupt your Starforge to get Fortify on there as well, yeah, your Starforge can be pretty good, but that's going to be an extremely difficult weapon to create. And this guy is going to help walk you step by step through the process of making your own Elder Exquisite Blade. Okay, let's start off first with what base you're going to need. You're going to want to use a item level 80, at least, Elder Exquisite Blade. So anything above item level 80 will be perfectly fine. And the goal that we're going for is the level 20 Fortify with 127 to 134 physical damage. This is a prefix roll, it's Elders, so pretty much you just want to look for this roll. Step 0 is going to be 30% quality in your weapon with perfect fossils. Now this isn't 100% mandatory, as you can later on in the process use Hillock in transportation to raise the quality of your sword up to 28%. But if you're looking to like make the best version of your blade, I would say start off with qualitying with perfect fossils. The next step is into alteration spam for that level 20 Fortify. Personally, what I did was put it into its own tab and type in the search bar Fortify and just spam alterations on there until you get the mod you need. Now I did roll over some like 16 or 18 Fortifies, and it's really frustrating, and even flaring feels really bad to alteration rollover, but that level 20 Fortify is going to be the best. The step after that is I personally recommend imprinting the sword using beasts. Pretty much what this does is gives you an item that you can use on your sword in case you screw it up in the next couple of steps, and it will revert it to this blue form. Imprints are rather expensive. However, it took me a long time to get the alteration spam to work, and so this can kind of give you a fail-safe fallback, because after this step you will not be able to imprint. The next step is to regal and pray. Now, regaling will add an additional mod to your sword. So right now you either have like 1 to 2 mods on there, and this will add either the second or the third mod. Now, the reason we say pray is because if you hit a very nice flat physical roll or a very nice high attack speed roll, you can get better than what you would with multimodding, and it'll save you some money. However, it's not very likely to happen, so, the next step is to clean the blade up with Annuls. So right now you have like 3 to 2 mods on there, and unless you got very lucky with your regal, unless you got very lucky as your alteration spamming and you got like a nice suffix as well, you're going to want to take the bad mods off. Now, if you accidentally annul off your Fortify, you can always use that imprint you made back in step 2 to roll the sword back to its original condition. The next step here is to craft quality as a suffix and then socket and link it. This is a good opportunity for you to stop, craft like a high quality roll. You can just kind of re-roll that whole bunch, like do one of the cheaper mods, and then just spam socket it and link it because you're pretty much done. Once you're done doing that, you're going to multi-mod the sword, and the mods you're going to do are the flat physical roll. This costs a few chaos. You also want to do the tier 1 attack speed roll. This will cost you an exalt, and then you also do the crit quality craft, which is another exalt. And of course you need to start off with multi-mod, which costs you 2 exalts. So overall it's going to cost you about 4 exalts to kind of craft the blade, and it's pretty decent. From that point on, you probably want to divine the sword up until it's pretty nice, but you're pretty much done. And when I got my sword, it was a very noticeable difference. I was able to pretty much go from kind of struggling with a 4 army fight to I went in and did my first Uber Elder completely deathless, and felt very smooth and fast. So I hope this guide helped you out. If I covered anything that was confusing or you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If this helped you out, then let me know as well. And you can always catch me over at twitch.tv/DonTheCrown. And we'll see you next time, guys.